the issues, the instability? What do you attribute it to?
Well, the things off the pitch, listen, that's not really down to Manchester United. That could happen to any club. Any club could be in a situation where one of the players, you know, gets involved in things off the pitch that they shouldn't do. So it's just how you manage that. They obviously haven't managed certain situations probably as well as they could, but it's not an easy situation for any club. Peter mentioned there about the ownership, and this keeps going on and on. I mean, but these owners have been there now for a very long time, and the whole stadium at one stage were wearing green and gold scarves, and that didn't make any effect on them at all. They had the biggest game in English football called off by the supporters breaking into the stadium because of the frustration with their ownership. That hasn't moved them at all. So this continuing talking about the ownership and it destables people. Yes, I'm totally with the Manchester United fans. I respect any set of supporters who don't want their owners there, but I don't think there's many supporters who like their owners, if I'm being totally honest. But what a football club needs is a manager who gets hold of that football club and drives it forward. I'm sure the Manchester United fans weren't happy with the Manchester United board before Alex Ferguson came around, the Edwards family. FSG at Liverpool, supporters weren't happy with them. Jurgen Klopp comes in. Mikel Arteta now was doing really well at Arsenal. Before that, the fans were going crazy about Stan Kroenke and all the things. You don't hear that now because the team's doing well. Manchester United still spend enough money in the transfer market to give them an opportunity to compete with the best teams in the Premier League and Europe, and that's what they did last season. Ten Hag did really well, but it's still about a manager getting hold of that football club and driving it forward. And as of yet, they still haven't quite got their Pep Guardiola or Jurgen Klopp, and that's exactly what they need.
Jamie mentions the parallel with Arsenal and Kroenke. Have things now, is this now, what has changed, I suppose, to get them to this place? What's the model for Man United to get out of their troubles to where Arsenal now are?
I think for me what needs to happen is you need to give the key to a coach in order for him to be able to perform and show what he can do. It reminds me a bit of what Arsenal, what we were the last, 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, a bit before that, where, as Jamie said, everyone was focusing on the ownership. Everyone was focusing on everything else because the team wasn't performing. But Edu arrived, some other people arrived, and they said, this is going to be our manager for a little while. Because when you look at the result of Arsenal at one point, Mikel Arteta, normally, in the way it was and the way football is at the minute, maybe should have lost his job. But he didn't. They gave him the key. He is aware of who's coming, who is not coming, and now you can see a team that can perform. And I think at one point it has to go back to that, and I'll go back to what Peter said, and he's right. At one point the boss there was Sir Alex, and nobody else. At Arsenal right now, it looks from where I'm standing that the boss is Mikel Arteta. And that's about it. And everyone is alongside with him or behind him, not in front of him. And I think there is a power trip at Man United at one point to who is going to be in charge or not in charge. You have to give the key to the manager. Liverpool did with Klopp. Man City, we all know, did it with Pep. And right now Arsenal is doing it with Mikel Arteta. And I think that's what's missing. You have to trust the manager that is there. But is he involved with who is coming or not? Is it his decision? You understand what I mean? That's very important too.